show you how to draw and paint this sweet beaver. The supplies you need are, the ones I used are oil pastels, watercolors, you need a pencil, an eraser for drawing, a paintbrush, water container, and some paper towel to wipe your brush on. We're going to first start by drawing the beaver. I'm going to use a brown oil pastel to draw, but you can start with a pencil if you'd like, and then outline with the oil pastel. I'm going to start with, we're going to come partway down and a little bit over because you want to leave room for the beaver tail. And I'm going to start with a curve. So not quite a circle. And then we're going to make the body. So the body is again like you go down and around and up. Then we're going to add some ears in there, sort of up and down, curve up, curve down. Then we're going to do this fabulous tail. So start further down here at the bottom. And you're going to go curve up, 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 as far up as you can. And then it's kind of flat at the top and then down. You want your tail to be pretty big, so you can do lots of pretty designs in there. Now the feet are webbed. And there's 4 webs, so we're going to go around and around, 3, 4, like that. And do it again on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the eyes now, so I'm going to come part way down and just do little round dots, like so, and then a nose in the center, like that. And then I'm going to do 2 curves coming out of the nose, curve, and curve, and then I'm going to make big buck teeth. So it's like a rectangle, then you split it in half. Now we're going to do arms that are holding something. So I'm going to start sort of part way down, and I'm going to curve in and up, and do the same thing on the other side. Curve in and up. And then I'm going to put a piece of wood here that the beaver is eating or wanting to eat. So I'm just going to do 2 lines, and then a curve and a frown, and then just a curve at the top. So I'm going to do patterns on my beaver tail here now, and I'm going to divide it up first with lines, and then I'm going to do patterns inside of each of these spaces. Make it look more interesting. I'm going to do polka dots. Could do like up and down lines, like that. Could do wavy lines, checkerboard. Do a swirl, and let's end with some stripes. So I'm just going to add some texture to this piece of wood by doing long strokes. Then I'll just do a few rings in there to make it look like wood. So now I'm going to get out my watercolors, and I'm going to paint my beaver brown, but you can paint yours any color you want. So I'm wetting my brush and get some brown, and I'm going to make it a little lighter, so I'm going to add more water. There we go. And then I'm just gonna do my whole beaver brown. I find it easier to kind of outline what I'm painting first. And you can go right over those oil pastels, except I want to leave the teeth white. So I'm just gonna fill this whole beaver in with brown. If you want your beaver to look like it has fur, you could take sort of darker brown and you can start doing little strokes everywhere. I'm using a long sort of pointy brush and I'm just doing strokes on top that are a little darker, and it will kind of look a little bit like fur. I'm going to do that everywhere. So my fur is following, it's all going in a similar direction. And I'm doing the same thing with the dark brown inside of the ears. Just kind of makes them stand out a little bit more. I'm going to give my beaver some rosy red cheeks just to add some color to his face. I'm just going to use like a light red. I'm just going to give him little rosy cheeks. Now for the webbed feet, I'm going to mix brown and orange together. So I have a little bit of brown on my palette with a little bit of orange. So I was thinking that orange by itself might be a little too bright for his feet. There, that's a cute color. Yeah, I was thinking if I put regular orange there, it might be too bright and take your eyes away from the awesome beaver. Tail, you can do this with watercolors if you want, or you can do it with oil pastels. I'm going to do it with watercolors. So I think I'm going to do mine mainly red and orange and yellow. I'm going to stick to sort of the warmer colors, so he stands out really well. And I'm just going to color in each of these little areas. You could use marker with this as well, but you'd have to wait. You couldn't do watercolors on top of some markers that are washable. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill this in with different colors. So my beaver's all painted now, and I'm going to let it dry. I'm just gonna fill in this wood here with like dark brown, so I have hardly any water on my brush because I want it to stand out against the beaver. There we go. So my beaver is all painted now. So now I'm going to let it totally dry before I do the background. Now I'm going to do a background. So I'm just putting some water on my blue. I'm going to use blue background. I'm just going to do the whole thing blue. But you can do whatever color you want because anything will go with the brown really. But I was thinking that beavers are usually near water. So this could either be a sky or water. But you could do a whole scene behind your beaver if you want. You could try and make like a dam, like their house that they live in. They are sometimes found, in the forest close to water, because they need logs and trees nearby. Yeah, so I'm just going to fill my whole background. I find it easiest to outline first and then fill in the spaces. So I'm going to keep doing the background. Here's my finished beaver, all ready for Canada Day. I can't wait to see your creations. Share them with me in Wendy's Creative Group on Facebook. And don't forget to like and subscribe.